أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم. سلام قال من ربي الرحيم. الله 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 عزيز الله 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 كريم الله 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 سبحان الله 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 سلطان الله أنت سلطان أنت ربنا ونحن عبادك ضعيف عجيز. You are our Lord, Allah is our Lord, and all of us His weak servants. والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين محمد خاتم النبيين, the beloved one, and the سيد الأولين والآخرين المستار على سائر أسرار, the depository keeping all of the secrets. He's holy, the most secret of all the secrets, Sayyidina Muhammad. No one can know. No one can know. And we're asking to know something and asking a help to get up from our ego's ignorance and darkness. Always we're making for ourselves trouble. Ego is the first big troublemaker. Our egos are making for ourselves trouble. Holy Quran says, when you fall into a problem on account of what you did, the deeds your own hands sent forth. Don't make your excuses. No excuses that day. The day of everything should be out in the open. We did it. I did it. You can say I did it, each one of us. We're asking the secret that awliya were using to make goodness to appear, to make goodness, to reach a good ending and good circumstances. Some people say, if I get this or I get that, if I get a lot of money or I get this woman or this man or this car or this job or this position, I'd be happy, everything good. But people get these things and they're still, it doesn't change them. So we have to ask, what's the secret for making ourselves to be in a real goodness? They have a word in mysticism and spiritual science, occult sciences, alchemy. Alchemy. They were trying to change lead into gold or copper into gold. There was a famous children's tale, to spin straw into gold, to change base things into precious. And those who dug more deeply into it say it means to change ourselves from a base level into gold. Awliya is like gold. Following Prophet ﷺ, he was golden. More than golden, but for the sake of this. Awliya were following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his way and following uh, his guidance, his fayd, fuyudat, following what he was giving, following his outpourings, following his lead, following his guidance to turn themselves into gold, golden heart people. Qalban Salim, Quran says, bring me a pure heart. That's the alchemy we're after. The other gold, you can't take it with you. You can go to, Allah says, travel through the land and see the remains of the civilizations that went before. You can find too much gold and precious, whatever hasn't been stolen and put into museums or taken. You will find they had too much, and they left it and went. That gold was not useful for them. Didn't help anything. But we're asking what can make the heart turn into gold, to produce for ourselves goodness. If you do goodness, we will find goodness. If you do badness, you'll get the results of what you did. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين. Allah. Asking to Maulana Shaykh Nazim, Allah bless him, and Shaykh Muhammad, Allah bless him, and Shaykh Hisham, Allah bless him, and whole awliya, asking to our grand Shaykh, asking to Ashabul Imdad, Sahibul Imdad, those who are able to extend spiritual help to people through time, living in their time or any time. We're asking you help from those people. We're dumb ones, blind ones, stupid ones. How they were doing. Say they were following the Sharia. How many people is praying and fasting and making zikr and reading Quran is not changing? Something is missing. There's something missing. What's that missing ingredient? What's that key? Who is holding that key? How we can get that key to unlock the locks of goodness through our hearts. There's a hadith Qudsi, we mentioned it the other day. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in that hadith Qudsi, for those watching on the internet, is not familiar, it's a tradition of the Prophet. It's not Quran, and it's not an ordinary hadith, what he said, what he did. It's Allah's words, but kept separate from Quran, not included in the text of the Quran. He said, I am as my servant expects me to be. I am as my servant thinks of me. We're asking to do in our hearts a good thinking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for prophets and for awliya. a good thinking. We didn't yet reach to do a good thinking. If good comes to us, hey, we're happy from that. If trouble comes for us, we're angry, we don't like it. It means we didn't do a good thinking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything comes from Him. We didn't learn how to evaluate our situation. Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, he said, لَيْسَ الْإِمْكَانَ أَحْسَنْ بِمَا كَانَ. You can't find, it's impossible to find better than what is. If we can't find better, it means we didn't do better. We didn't do better. Shaykh Hashem, Allah bless him, he said, try to do a meditation. I'm going around and around the subject looking for a door to get in somewhere. May Allah grant us. He said, sit and meditate. This meditation, there's many different kinds. This one, what you do, you listen to what your ego is saying to you. Listen what your ego is saying to you. Nothing else. Just sit. Listen to your ego. Mostly we're involved with our ego. We took it to ourselves. We did complete rabita with our ego, or complete fana with our ego. We forgot that it's our ego. It became, it's me. And ego said, not only am I you, I am God. And we say, yes. And we lost ourselves in ego's oceans. We're carried away by those, our ego's productions. Moment by moment, we forgot even its ego. We lost ourselves. The horse took us and ran off. Maybe with us tied to the stirrup and dragging us across. He said, listen, separate yourself from your ego, because awliya, they used to talk to their ego. We heard. Grand Sheikh used to speak with his ego. Sheikh Nazim used to speak with his ego. Other awliya used to speak with their egos. They didn't identify with it. Listen what it's saying. It, he or she. Listen what your ego is saying. He said, if you're able to separate from what your ego is doing and you can listen to it, you find it's only complaining without stop. Continuous. Small child, you have to go through so many things to make it to be calm and to be nice. Always, moment by moment. Don't cry, don't. Ego is worse. Continuously, we have to serve it. What do you want, my ego? I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm itchy, I'm not, I'm this, I'm that, I'm restless, I'm bored, I'm hungry, I'm too full. I want to get out, I want to get in. Whatever you do, it doesn't like it. Anything you run to serve it, all of us, we run to serve our egos continuously to make it happy and quiet and nice, and it goes too. Never comes to agree with us. We have to be able to get out from that ego's broadcasting, not to be inside it. It's a rayat, target. We don't have any arrows here. Rayat, target. It's a target for us not to identify with that ego, even for a few moments. The purpose of meditation is to try and separate out from that ego. The soul has to be free from it. Either to be able to ride it, either to be taken out. We have to be able to listen another kind of broadcasting, another kind of thinking or vibration or another stream. Our ego stream is always negative, always something. And by the law of attraction, you'll be negative, negative comes to you also. We say everything's terrible. All right, you're right. Here, this is what you wanted. Hey, everything's terrible. This is yours asking. We made everything to be terrible, so we thought this we gave you terrible. You want more? Your ego is saying, give more. Say, we like to swim in terrible oceans. Okay, no problem. We have endless. We have to find another stream to follow it. It needs, may Allah make us able to hear that, to reach it. They say shaitanic thought, shaitan and devils are broadcasting one stream, making our ego always goading it to be worse and worse and worse. And ego broadcasting, it's a psychic, the psyche, the mind level. Imagine. Then angels is broadcasting. We're not hearing. Where is that tasbih of angels? We're not hearing it. Only we're busy hearing our ego's bad channel. Beyond that is more. Heavenly broadcasting, lordly broadcasting. Awliyas broadcasting, prophets broadcasting. We're not able to catch it because we're occupied through our egos. I'm saying this to myself. What's the good of saying to people we can't do it ourselves? It's a target for this month. This is the holy month of Rajab. It's a target to try to clean ourselves, to be able to separate out that ego's bad streaming and hook to another stream. Shaykh Muhyiddin always was praying, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Rabbi, may Allah bless him, Rabbi habli istidadan kamila, likabuli faydika. Oh my Lord, grant me the perfect preparation to be able to receive your heavenly broadcastings, heavenly streams, fountains, waterfalls, rivers, to be able to receive from my Shaykh. Awliya are broadcasting. Just like these YouTubes and Googles, everything is broadcasting. Awliya are broadcasting, but we're not listening to their channel. We're occupied with another always. May Allah forgive us. This is a month, try to give some time to be present with Him. I saw something on the internet. Sheikh Nazim was saying to give some time for the heart zikr after midnight, if you can do it, to sit some time and listen to your heart making Allah, Allah, Allah. Heart zikr. And I was remembering when he said that. I remember when he said that. I had forgotten. He said it to me. I was asking about concentration 40 years ago. He said, this, no. Somebody said, tell him to do like this. Somebody said, tell him to do like this. Somebody said, no, like this. And the Shaykh Nasir shut them all up. He said, this. Grand Sheikh opening that electricity. And we take his advice, what we do. We're busy. I'm busy with my ego. What you want to do? Somebody told me they had a dream. Maulana Shaykh Nazim, he was sitting, and that Murid came to him, and the Shaykh said to him, you know, I have from Grand Sheikh a treasure chest full with gold and jewels and diamonds and pearls and rubies and emeralds, but it's no one interested to ask me about it. All this time, all these years I'm sitting, no one came to ask me about that. No one was interested. Nobody coming for any. May Allah forgive us. We're asking from those diamonds, from those jewels. What are we going to do? You're young still. Don't wait to be told it's too late. I went to Sheikh Hashem for something like that once. He said in a softball in Michigan a few years ago, what he was still in good health. Allah bless him, gives him shafa and blessing. We need shafa even to be on his level, to be in shafa, what to be. Or shafa. We need shafa from him. He was speaking about Asma Nabi, names of prophets. Sayyidina Taha, Yasin. You find it in Dalai al-Khairat. On Monday, all those names are listed. He said about those names. I forgot which name he used to base his talk. I went to him afterwards. An idea came to me. I said, is there a way to recite the names of prophets? Is there a special something we can do to get the... And he was sitting with his son, with Omar, and he made a joke in Arabic. Badal Kibrasan, Ahmaduhu, Yuridu Jubata Ahmar. After old age, he wants the red juba. Like the old man wants to buy a Ferrari. He can't anymore walk. He puts his leather jacket. He can't even zip it anymore. He gets say, it's too late. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till it's too late. Try while you're young people. Prophet said, use your youth before old age comes. It gets more difficult to do. Use your strength to try and get those jewels. Look for it. They asked Prophet, what's the best occupation for people? He said, Ma'rifatullah. You saw any course in a university? Ma'rifatullah 101? No. They don't give a course. No one's asking to learn that. It's the best one. You saw in a trade school or job website? I'm applying for Ma'rifatullah. No. We can give you to be IT tech or project designer or operative. Hey. Try to get those keys. At least try. We'll try to make it something more concrete. Sit a little bit. We have so many orads to do in this holy month of Rajab. Try at least to sit. If you can't do it before in Tahajjud time, everyone busy, everyone like, where's Abdullah? Say, pray for me. Why? My son is When I fall asleep, he takes my iPad, my iPhone, and watches YouTube videos all night. Pray for me. Oh, Shaykh. Shaykh. I say, I can't pray for you. I say, why? Because every night I'm also watching YouTube videos. It's not going to have any effect. You can't pry me away from it. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So at least before you sleep, stand up by the side of the bed for 2 seconds. Say, oh my Lord, save me from my ego's anger. Take away that anger. My anger destroying everything. The worst thing ego does, I'm saying to myself, this is my own advice to myself in front of witnesses. The first negativity it broadcasts is anger with everything, then anger comes back. Say, why is everything angry like this? I'm living in an anger world. There where you broadcast it. Oh my Lord, stop my ego's anger broadcast. Ya Halim. Ya Halim, oh Ya Allah. Anta Halim. La ilaha illa. Ya Halim, Ya Halim, Ya Halim, Ya Halim. 100 times. It takes, if you go quickly, it takes 10 seconds. Everyone has 10 seconds at least. Oh my Lord. Rabbi a'udhu bika min fitnati nafsi wa nasi wa a'udhu bika min shari fitnati dunya wa azab al-akhirah. Save us from the troubles of dunya and the punishment of the hereafter. Ya Hafiz, Ya Hafiz, Ya Hafiz. Take 10 seconds also. Ya Hafiz or Ya Allah. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Make sajda, oh my Lord. Pray whatever you like to pray. Save me from my ego. Shaykh said, 100 Ya Halim keeps you cool all day. Don't say why I blew up. So you didn't make Ya Halim. You make it. It's cheap, it's free. Then sit. If you can sit 2 minutes, Allah, 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 Allah. By heart, not by tongue. Ask from Maulana Shaykh that electricity passing through from prophets all to awliya, to Grand Shaykh, to Maulana Shaykh comes to our hearts. That power. 1,500 times, he said. How long it takes to do 1,500 by heart? Very quick. It's a simple thing to do. Make that heart zikr. Make Ya Halim. Make Ya Hafiz. Ask during this Rajab to take away the sultanate of our ego. Sheikh Nazim used to say, my mission to destroy the sultanate of shaitan and to put the kingdom of Haqq up. Where? Over this world? We didn't do it over ourselves. First ourselves. To make shaitan's kingdom down from ourselves and to put Allah, Haqq up. May Allah grant us during this month. Try, be busy. Be busy. If he sees us working, doing something, he may give a boost. Because we're trying to go where no one can go by their own power. Prophet was called on Isra and Miraj. He didn't, on his own. He was called. He was taken up. If you try, Allah come with a boost. فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا رَبُّنَا اللَّهُ ثُمَّ اسْتَقَامُوا تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. You say, my Lord is Allah, and you work hard at it, you do something. Allah will send His help, His angels. May Allah grant us to try, to be hardworking, even a little bit. Allah is Shakur, His holy name. Shakur is, you do even a small thing, He's happy with it. And He gives you a boost. He's Allah. Ma qadrullah haqqa qadr. You don't know. Something might look small to us, might be big for Allah. He might give. He might give. Fatih. This is the month of Ajaib, Rajab, Marajab. Might be when you don't expect it, a boost. Fatih. Don't say conditions is not as they were then, or they never were as they were then. Since the best was the one at the beginning and coming down. So, Fatiha. It's important. What they're doing for the politics and for this is not going to solve ever. It's not going to solve ever. Every issue, how many people has their hands in it? You think you're solving from one side, somebody come mess it up from this side. Fix it from this side, somebody. How many people is Fatiha? Two people is praying. One says, "Oh my Lord, let the weather to be good tomorrow, bright and sunshiny and dry, because I'm having a picnic." The farmer is saying, "Oh my Lord, it's so dry. We need buckets of rain to come down." Both praying. What you're going to do? Take it the way it comes. Fatiha. Ashhadu in